Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. You know it's your girl, Ancelena Versatility Boyd, the versatile one. The channel where you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So guys, it is another Tuesday evening. Let's talk. And our topic of focus for this evening is man talk, a man's needs. So, guys, I want you to join in soon because guess what? I want to hear from you. I want to hear from our men this evening. I also want to hear from our ladies this evening, also agreeing or disagreeing with what the men says that they need. All right, guys. So come on over and let the show begin this evening. All right, so just give me a few. I am going to go ahead and share out this live. As you come on in, guys, don't forget to like the live. And also, if you're a first time viewer or your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated. I see one person on who goes there. Just say hi so I can acknowledge you. All right, so I am going to mute as I'm going to go ahead and share out the live. Hi, Deaconess. Welcome. Happy to have you. You are early, even before I share out. I am about to just mute for a minute and go ahead and share out. No, not only men, everybody. Okay, you weren't here for the introduction, so you would have missed that. No, man, it's not for men. Remember, we ladies, we have to support the men, right? So in everything we're doing. And tonight we want to agree and disagree with them, don't it? Yes, man. So I need my ladies, my main supporters on. Hey, Sister Nas, a great evening to you, my dear. Welcome. Welcome, Brother Shepherd. Happy to have you on board. I'm just waiting on the rest of the men to join so we can comment this evening's discussion as our men come in and speak to us. Tell us, ladies, let us know what they need from us this evening. I am looking forward. I hope you all are looking forward as well. In a little while, I am going to share the link, Brother Shepherd, that you will be using to join me on platform up here, and anybody else who wish to join and just to share their views on this topic also. Welcome, Mr. Boyd. Where is my moderator? She is late today. All right, speak of the angel and she appears. So you say you're busy, but you're listening. All right. Okay, my moderator. Hey, Siobhan, welcome. Happy to have you. Please to invite some of your male friends. We want to hear from them this evening. Okay, okay. Welcome, Mr. Bonner. So the men are rolling in. So how was your day? Anyone like to share how their day went today? Just chit chat a little until we get this ball rolling. My day was good. Lot of work, but it was good. Give God thanks. Nobody wants to tell me about their day? Okay, 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 Brother Banner. Thank you for sharing. My day went well. Brother Shepherd as well. Awesome that your day went well. Hey, Briscoe, what's up? Welcome. Happy to see you. Well, I can't see you, but happy to have you. I am hoping to hear from you this evening. Oh my God. So, Brother Bonnet, look like you're ready to start. You're ready. Thank you for the question. That is a part of a man's need. Woman can check up on them man too. Yes, I believe so. Yes. We should check up on our spouse. Yeah. That's important. And Sister Nancy saying that today was awesome. Achieve all of my days. Go awesome. I am happy. I am happy to know that you achieve all your days goal. Wonderful. To God be the glory. Yes. We have to give God all the praise. All right. So let me see the man. All of the man them in the house. Just put up them hand. Just put up on a hand. Use the emoji in the chat so I can account for all the men that are on the platform right now. Put up on the hand in the ear like so. All of the real men them inside here. Oh my God. Yes, a good vibes. Yes, man. Only good vibes. Only good vibes. Only good vibes in here this evening. Yes, I see Sister Nas is agreeing with Brother Banner. Yes, man. I too agree. We must check up our man. Not sure. Yes. Know what is going on with them. So tonight is gonna be designed. Put on your hand. Yeah, man. Can I your eyes up in here? Yeah, man. Oh yeah, put it up for your husband. Yes. So too, this evening, females, here I have my book ready. I'm going to take notes because some of us we don't know some of the things that our spouse will be sharing, our spouses will be sharing. So it's important for us to take note of their needs so we can work on helping to provide or to cater to their need as best as possible. Whether some men need I turn off. When you say whether time some men need turn off, Lord Jesus. Let me share the link as it look like you're ready for talk. Una ready for talk the things in here this evening and I'm ready to listen. Also, all right. So the link that I will be sharing, I will be pinning it on the screen. So you will just click on the link and then you will join me here on the platform. Please note that you don't have to turn on your camera if you don't want to. So you can mute your camera and just turn on your mic. What you say? Me too, Anika? You too what? Wait, so if you take notes for me, no, me not take no notes soon. I need to take on no own notes. Take on no own notes and I'm married. Rajay, is that Rajay or is that Chris K? Which is it? Who is it? Tell me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right? So females, take out your book or your phone with your notepad, whatever it is, because we need to take note this evening. Because when I was doing my research earlier, oh my God, I realized that there are some needs that we don't really think we only say are probably the female men don't really have those needs, but yeah, men have them too. So I want to hear from my men this evening. So let me just go ahead and share out the link. So when you are going to join the platform, you must first enable your cam, give it access to your cam and your microphone. However, after I have allowed you into the studio or add you to the studio, you can mute your camera. All right? Okay. All right. So Anika, ready to listen? I am ready to listen to and to write. All right, guys. So that's the link right there. You may go ahead and join. Nikki. All right, so I have here on the platform already. I have Nikki and I have Marlon, and they are going to be sharing it with us this evening. Anybody else? I'm waiting. I can host up to what, 6 of us on here? So we probably will have to take turns. So I have room for 3 more persons. Hurry up and join me. All right. Trudy, where you go? Yeah, man. Hey, Trudy, that easy though. Where you go? Yeah, man. You going to talk to? So leave him now. Leave him
I would have
alone.
tell him now about no show.
Leave him. Yes, he want to show him face.
Yeah, show my face.
Make him man show him face.
Eh, sure. That is one thing, you know. Man need them space. Oh my God. Yes. Some me no feel right. Some me no feel lonely up here. Where is Mr. Boyd? Nikki, can you just introduce yourself, please? Not sure who it is.
The same person.
Hey, come on for me. Come on for me. Come off. Yeah, man. Hey, God.
So take me, oh, me come off. I chew me need to come off so me can put on one next man can come on.
Cause me I wonder which Nikki this. Not even I realize say. Sure.
Bye.
You gone? Don't worry, female ain't going to get them time. Next week. Next week. Next week.
Oh, me go hear Wagwan.
What you mean by oh you got here?
She can't listen to my one here.
And she not have to listen to your one.
Oh, me listen back. Same
You
place
know go
on YouTube.
you got join, yeah. We're
Okay,
on
all right.
on YouTube live. All right, Mr. Boyd, we're waiting on you. All right. So I am going to start in the order in which you appear on my screen. Mr. Basco, are you still there? Will you be joining us? Jason, why are you laughing? All right, Siddiqua is telling you that you can hear. All right, mute your mic, please. Fix your background and mute your mic. Yes, thank you. All right, so Mr. Shepherd, you are first on my screen, so I am going to start with you this evening. So I want you to just, your wife is here, and we ladies, we want to learn from you men this evening. So we want you to tell us about your needs, the need or the needs that a man have. So you can unmute your mic, Mr. Yes, and go ahead.
All right. Good night, everyone. All right. When I said needs,
Greetings.
and what you're referring to, is it needs like sexually wise, or needs like what a man would want to see done by their wives? Which one? Or it is both?
Um, it is you kind of break up a while ago, so I didn't hear everything that you said. I only hear when you mentioned wife.
Or I said, all right. You hearing me now?
In and out, but go ahead.
All right. I said, what type of needs are you referring to? Is it needs that
What
like
type
what
of
a man?
needs? What type of just your needs in general as a man, as a husband, just your needs in general as a man. So Sister Nasi said to you, Brother Shepherd, PG, right? Yes. So we are all married people on here, but yes. So your needs in general, man. Talk up the things your wife want to hear, because sometimes the truth of the fact is that we women sometimes we just don't know all the needs of our men. We just don't know. And we fall short sometimes because we don't know.
Okay.
Yes, I know that we have this multitude, not all married people here, but yes, we're here to share. We're adults.
All right. All right. For me, what I like the most, what I like the most when my wife do to impress me is like I love to come home and see the house well clean. You understand? Everything in
Yes.
order. Because I love to see things in order. You understand? I love
Yes.
to get my dinner well prepared. I love to come home and see my wife in some sexy little lingerie or some little sexy dress. You understand? Just that just
Yes.
vibes me up till later. You understand? So
Yes.
I am a
Okay.
really simple guy. I'm not really a guy that want over the moon and into the deep sea. You understand? Simple for me will work. But what I love the most is to coming home to see a very clean, spunky house and everything in order. You
Yes.
understand? And my wife looking lovely and sexy. You
Yes.
understand?
Looking
As I
juicy.
said, even better. As I was saying, I'm not a guy that have lots of needs. I'm very simple. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why my wife loves me so much. I'm very
Oh
simple.
Lord. Yes.
Very simple.
You're
You
not very
understand?
you're not very picky. You're easy to please. Then you're one of them that is easy to please.
Yes, you would call it so.
Yeah,
My
because
wife know what
from what you are, yes,
my wife know what I love and what I always want. You understand?
yes.
So from me get that, me good. You
Okay.
understand? I'm not talking for every man, but I'm just talking for me.
Listen,
When me get
right.
that, I'm good. No matter how me have a hectic day at work and me come home stressed out, long as
Mm-hmm.
me get my little cookie, me alright.
As long as the food ready,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
no,
alright, man.
nothing else, no matter. Not true.
Yeah, me just put all that stress behind me and just, you understand, just, me know say tomorrow have its own challenge, so me just left
Yes.
tomorrow for tomorrow, you understand?
Yes.
So actually, my wife know I'm a very simple person. I'm easy to please. I'm not that all uptight, and I'm really a fun guy. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So it's nothing much. I'm just simple.
Okay. All right. All right. So thank you for sharing. I might call back on you later, so don't leave. So Sister
Okay.
Turner, Deaconess Turner here is sharing this evening some needs that she believes that our men have. Honesty, game time or football time, me time or space, play time. They need to be appreciated, appreciation, compliment, respect. Do you think our men need compliment, Brother Shepherd? What about you? I didn't hear mention anything about that. But do you need compliment? You need a wife to tell you that you look
Definitely.
lovely, tall, and you're handsome, and you know,
Definitely. Definitely.
definitely. So you like
And
that as well.
yeah, men like compliment. Men like when they put on their clothes, their wife can say, "Boy, you look sexy," and boy, mother look you again.
Yes,
And so my time when they see I go out shop, they must say, hey man, a woman you go look now. So
yes,
you go feel good in yourself and say, yeah man, me think up. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Have
even
our
when you
laugh.
perform, even when you perform good to your wife, you say, yeah man, you did a good job. So we
Yes,
like that.
yes, yes. All right, all right. I have some of those there. All right. So who is up next? Brother Banner, Mr. Banner, it's your turn.
Yes, ma'am. Good night. Hold on.
It is.
Yes, ma'am. Good night. Good night to everybody, You
Nice.
can hear me
Welcome.
well?
Yes, we can hear you. Just kind of breaking up a little bit, but it's fine. Can
You
hear
can hear
you.
me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
You can hear me, right, Sister Boyd?
Yes, man, I'm hearing you clearly.
Hello? Oh, okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. So, all right. All right.
All right. So I
Yeah, I
am not
can
sure.
hear you. Yeah, man, I can hear you.
So it looks like you're getting a delay.
All right. So, all right. All right. So, yeah, man, I was listening to everything and yeah, basically, men's needs, simple, I was talking over with a coworker, I said, boy, sister boy invited me to this thing, men's needs and stuff, and I know me real
Hold on, brother Banner. I don't know if it's just me. Is it my internet or is it that he is breaking up? Can anybody speak to that, please? Is it on my end or we are not hearing him?
Seems like it is on his end.
Okay,
Bro,
okay.
what is going?
Red Havana, you're breaking up.
I'm nothing is it
Go
internet
closer to the internet.
supposed to good. Me, alright, me try a little thing here so.
Okay.
Alright, so
All right, so his internet is giving a little bit of trouble. So while he joins us back, I'm going to invite Mr. Boyd. Jason, are you ready? Jason is gone as well. All right, so while Mr. Bonner and Mr. Boyd join us back, let us speak. Let us continue the discussion. So I was doing a little research, and I didn't really want to speak before all. All right, so Jason is back on.
Good night, everyone.
Greetings, welcome.
Um, I all right. So for me, I get well. Let me start it this way. For yes, every man needs vary. Um,
Yes.
and to add a deeper thing to it is sometimes how they're grown up is a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
They have things that are, as well as say, psychological in it, within the person's mind, how certain things affected them in life, um the way how they reacted with their mother, the way how they reacted with other students in school. All of it
Yeah.
builds up to the relationship they will have in the future with their partner, whether married or unmarried. Here we promote marriage though, but
Yeah.
the realities are their relationship with unmarried persons,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, I know one of the biggest issues for some men is to get that respect from their partners,
Mm-hmm.
and not just from their partners in the community and wherever they are. You
All
know,
right.
men tending have a tendency to be on the hungry, the protection of the who they are. They love to protect that, and once they feel threatened, they might try to fix it. That's why sometimes when a man here, when somebody says something to a man in a particular way, they will burst out. This year I try this me, because respect for them is
The ego.
um respect for them is a big thing.
Yeah.
Um, you know, um, um, I think that word ego sometimes is loosely used. Because why I say that, it's because sometimes, a lot of times, it has a like this negative connotation to it,
Mm-hmm.
and so it is perceived by a lot of persons. But it I refrain from using the word because because of that negativity that surrounds it. So I
Oh,
will use a specific word to say respect. Um, Also, I know that for a lot of men, and it is within our nature, um, sex is very important. Um, the need for procreation. It is not only um, something that is physical to us, but also spiritual, right? And I know that is also one. Um, Companionship.
let me just put a pause
Oh,
on
I'm
what
sorry.
you just said, Mr. Boyd. You highlighted sex, yes, as a need for men, but you also mentioned procreation. Would you
Mhm.
elaborate on that?
Procreation is having kids.
Yes.
A man love to grow to have his men love to have that. They deem it a part of um their structure as a man. There are certain things that you is a must have,
Okay.
and you know having
So you,
your son or your daughter, that is it is so important that they have that type of stability. They want to usher somebody into adulthood also, somewhat carrying on maybe what their parents have done, or even to do better than maybe their parents had done. So there are a lot of routes I could go down to explain that one, but that is one of the
so are
needs.
you saying that a man would feel less than a man if he's unable to procreate?
Yes, that is. I will say yes. It affects some men. It does. Um, when a man sees another man with his family, if it feels a way to him. I
Yeah.
know that. He wants to lead. He wants to be the head. He wants to be at the forefront, or if not at the if, let me put it that I just think it's in our genes to be like that. It doesn't always pan out like that, and it teaches us some humility in whatever we are doing. um for some, or in some cases, you have a home where the man is not the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the wife is the breadwinner, but the man wants to still feel that he is the man of the house. He's unable to do something, and sometimes it hurts him so much, um on a psychological level. you know
Yes.
he feels less of a man, because in him, and it is, I think it is dialed in him already to be a provider. It's dialed
Right.
in him already
The
to
head of
be
the
the
household.
head of the house. It is dialed in him already to be the protector of the home. So, um, a lot of these things, a man need to feel that he is the leader. He needs to feel that he is respected. He needs to feel that he is loved. Um, Also, he wants to be the one who is taking care of everything. He really wants to be that person, the person that you can rely on, the person that
He's
um
very reliable. Hmm.
yeah, you know. Um um yeah, man. For me, I sometimes my wife is a person that she's very self-reliant. Um and sometimes you wish, for me, sometimes I wish my wife would say, boy, Jesus, do this, because something she does do on her own, because she is that, not that we don't talk about stuff, but she wants to do her thing. A part of that is for me understanding that, that is her love, and just trying to support her in that also. And the biggest part of that is, you know when she reciprocates that, or let me not use a big word, when she brings that back,
Yeah.
when she brings back that type of support back to you, it is a world of difference. It builds so much
Mhm.
love. And trust me, with that with that there, it builds upon the intimacy. And I always say the intimacy is just not the sex. The intimacy is the how you relate to each other, the way how the um 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 communication
Yeah.
connects, right? The way how you read each other's emotions. Um
So let me
so
interject again, Mr.
yeah.
Boyd. So you're saying that intimacy don't just start in the bedroom.
No, sir. No, sir. It is good and done, but there's always a build up. It's always a build up. Sometimes, brothers, if you want a good night, man, just from your wife, wake up in the morning. Hey, man, just start spat her up on her bumper, and there's like a thing, whisper something at them ears, send her two joke during the day, you know. Plan out the thing. You have to be strategic. Yeah, man, you have to be strategic, man. By the time then get home, um, you continue from there, and God's willing, you have a good night, but
And Deacon also one of the thing with spice it up as well. Cook a good dinner for them as well.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Brother Shepherd, you love your
well,
food, you know. Me say you love your food, but you know, Brother Shepherd. Mrs. say you love your food. Me and you won't agree, you know, Brother Shepherd.
Yeah, man, belly have a full.
Oh my God.
um,
So let me,
I
Sister
would,
Nancy is saying
I,
that she's independent. Let me just read a few of the comments.
mhm,
Um, Mrs. Davis is saying that support is a must. Yes, and I get that coming from Jason as well. It is important to support your partner. Sister Nas is saying that I am independent, but I love when my husband makes an offer. So I believe that is vice versa too, as well. All right. So you may continue. Let me see if there's anything
I'm
else up
gonna,
here.
I'm
You may
gonna
continue.
shoot down, on that last comment, about independent. Independent is when you're alone. You're
Independent when you're alone.
interdependent. Yeah, you're interdependent, meaning within your
Okay.
organization, it's a little organization, you have to treat it as such. Within your organization,
Mm-hmm.
you are dependent on the partner to do his part. Um, and that is where one person does 100% and the other does 100%. The organism cannot work, or let me put it like this: the body cannot work if one of them not doing pulling. So um, within the marriage, each person have to give their 100, um,
Right.
as much as. you are, and that term again is a very let me not go down that road, but um they we have to understand that within marriage, there's independence is not there anymore. You're not independent again. You can't independent. Independent is when you're alone and you can do your thing by yourself without nobody say nothing and all of these things. Now, when you get married, you have somebody who, if your mistakes gonna fall and your um wrongdoings can cause harm to that person. Your way of dealing with others can cause that person harm. Your 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 the conversations you have, can cause that person harm. It's so big, yet so minute. It's able what you do has so much effect on the other person. So
Yeah.
within marriage, there's no independency. There's none.
Okay.
And there's no independency. You have
Uh,
to work. It's a together thing.
and,
So it's a
and
partnership.
Yes.
sorry
So
to
there's
cut
a
you
need for
again.
partnership. All
Sorry to
Yes.
right.
cut you again, Deacon
Interdependence.
Boyd.
Collaboration.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you again, Deacon Boyd, but I think you have covered some vital points. And one of the things that is affecting us as men is that the females are more dominant in today's society, you understand? Because when you have a female working and the men not working like what you said previously, it damaged the man character, you understand? The man feel less than a man. You
Yes.
understand? But I
Mm.
think we as men have to get back to the point where we are more dominant than the female. I don't know how we're gonna get back to that stage. But even in the church, female is more dominant than the male, you understand?
Um.
So I think that is one of the main things that is damaging the men character nowadays in society.
The
Wait
We
a
need
well.
minute.
Well.
we need to get back to the forefront where we
Yeah.
belong. And
Yeah, that's
also,
true.
you also find female that is more dominant than even men in the bedroom. You understand? So
That
everywhere
is
you
true.
take
That
it,
is true.
female is getting more dominant than males.
We
And
are
I don't
taking
know
over, Brother
how we're
Shepherd.
gonna
We're just taking over.
yes, I don't know how we're gonna get back to our rightful throne, but we need to do it. Trust me.
Sister Nas is asking, oh, you mean? Is that a question, Sister Nas? Oh, you mean? Oh, you mean we take it, girl power, we take it. Yes, man, yes. So the men now have to pep up their game. So the need is for you to pep up your game
The,
now, men.
as,
Get
as
back to your rightful place.
let,
Take charge.
let me find a story from the Bible. There's a lady in the Bible that is spoken about. Um, Her name is
Deborah?
Deborah.
Ah,
Um,
Deborah, man.
back in that time, you know, it was like everybody was just lost in doing their own thing, But
Yeah.
within that context, there was this one lady who did love God, and God did a look somebody to talk to Israel, and
Yeah.
all of the man them never up to scratch, right?
Mm,
And it's like God have to say, yo, Deborah, forward and make more you to talk to Israel, right? And I want you to lead, to not to lead the war, but to talk to those who are in charge.
yeah.
Um, and God allowed that woman to be one of the greatest judges ever to judge over Israel. I think he was the only woman judge over Israel,
Yeah.
So yeah, when the man cannot be found, a woman is going to take the place,
Step up.
you know. And we see it in society nowadays. We have more women managers than males. We have even in the schools, I see it. I remember when I was at Green Park Primary, I was of three males in the school. The only other two males were there were senior. One was the principal, Mr. Uncle himself, and another teacher. So it is all over society. The
Yes.
men have run away from their posts, and the women have to take it up. Yeah,
Right.
the
So
women
in
have
the
to.
chat, Deaconess is saying that we can teach them, but some are not willing to learn, vice versa. Just the same. And Sister Nas is saying relevant story, Deacon Boyd. So we want to get back on track, Mr. Boyd, with the needs.
Yeah. So I've covered sex. Um, Also I've spoken
Respect,
about respect, and I
procreate.
I, I really started with respect first because that is major for men.
Yes,
And trust me, even if him not get sex, him want the respect. Yeah,
yes,
really. That um the so we have sex, respect, and we have love, compassion towards him. You know,
mm-hmm.
um he's going to fail. He's going to
Yeah,
do bad stuff. But how do you encourage him as a wife or a partner? You know, it is said that many wars have been started by the whispers of a woman.
mm-hmm.
Um, you know, and that shows you how um powerful their encouragement is.
Yes.
So
So your men need encouragement from their women.
yes, so a woman can encourage his husband to be a president as how Michelle Obama did her husband,
Yes,
right? There are many other persons, many other bishops and so forth, which have done that also. I can use my wife as a testimony. My wife encouraged me to start Bible school, you know, and I am there now and doing well, and it is because partially of her encouragement, you know.
yes,
And then when you have a person that does that constantly, and never sees it as a burden, because the person will realize that you see it as a burden, because it's the way
yes.
how you do the encouragement,
Sometimes
you
you
know,
get tired of me.
you know. Um, you don't want that. You don't want that.
Mm.
And remember, he's still the husband, he's still the leader, the head. You understand? I have seen. I used to work with the Social Development Commission, and there is a person there that is the administrative assistant. Usually, that person stays at work there. That person is like the permanent secretary. Now, the permanent secretary, that person stays in the job until they retire. But managers change.
Mm-hmm.
Managers come and go. And so it is with the woman. The woman is a permanent secretary. She understands everything that's going on with you, because a man chatting, man. I would go further to say man chat more than a woman, because when men get together and start to talk their issues, problems, they talk it out straight. A woman might hold back certain things, but a man, I tell you exactly where to go, because he wants to get it off his chest, you know. And if the woman be that person, that woman at the yard, be that person that he will let go everything to. Yeah, man, she will know everything. She will know everything because she's easy to talk to. Um, when you talk to when you give whatever issues or problems you are facing, she is always there to give you an encouragement. Remember, if I something
Somebody
wrong,
who needs somebody
she's
to
yes,
listen to
exactly.
you.
So remember, but we have to remember this: if it is something wrong, she has to tell you the truth. And men have to understand that. Um, she has to tell you the truth, but it is how it is done. Um, when it's done in a way that is still yes, just like how within the society of a kingdom, usually you have somebody who speaks to the king. When that person goes into the king, whether it's a good news or bad news, the way how they address the king, it is not one of boy king yeah feel but king boy maybe the decision that you're taking it wasn't a good decision. um
Yes,
how can you think how can you fix it? you know there's a way how you can come across without um let him feel inferior, you know because we are prone to mistakes. We are leaders and you will know persons in leader position here. They have made many mistakes many times. Maybe a situation they could have dealt with in a much softer tone.
yes,
They maybe have dealt with it in a more and it is worse. So they have to do some type of 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 mediation, trying to get back persons on the level to communicate
Sammy.
again, work together again. So part of that is it. So the encouragement, the compassion and love, the respect, the sex. Can I say that again? The sex. Yeah, man. That is big for the men. Big, 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 big. You
What
know.
the
Some
sex?
yes, man, big,
The sex
big.
or the respect?
The respect is more, but the sex is big.
But the sex is big.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you,
Good night,
Mr. Boyd.
everyone.
I am going to hold on, Mr. Bonner. Let me
Yes.
just go through some of the comments and then I hand over to you. So Tanisha Peters is saying it's not the women. It's not that the women are more dominant, but men are stepping back. Anika is saying that they are too laid back. Yukon Esterna is saying that some ladies need to come to the men level so that they can get what they need. Amen. Mrs. Davis is saying that respect is a must. And Sister Nass is agreeing with her. Sister Nass is also saying, behind every great man is a great praying woman. And I believe that also. We must always be prayerful, watchful, even though the men don't hear anybody touch that as yet. So I'm not gonna say anything. And Anika is saying them need to take charge and make the woman them know say them are the man. And I believe that too. Men need to take charge. Sometimes it's not that we want to dominate and we want to be in charge, but we want to see our men stepping up and showing us, proving to us, yes, I am the man. I am in charge. I can do this. I can get that done. Action speak louder than words. And spat on. Yes, Sister Boyd, sex is big. Yes, capitalize. Sister Nase, sex is big. It is huge. It is larger than large for the men. All right, over to you now, Mr. Bonner.
Yes. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Greetings
Uh,
again.
Yeah, man. Glad to be on the platform again. Yeah, things shaky, but
Yeah.
I'm back. Yeah, so after start off first by highlighting, the sex part. Sex is very important, to the man. Very important. Sometimes, of course, it's like the bond. It's part of the bonding age in marriage. But having that sexy kind of relieves some tension in the man after a long day at work. I listened to a program one time with a pastor. The pastor mentioned that a woman came to him, ran to him, and said, "Pastor, pastor, my husband is possessed. He has the devil in him." And I said, "What do you mean? Every night this man wants sex. He wants sex. He has the devil in him." And and uh and he said, "Well, I don't know what to say to you." The woman said, "What do you mean? I have the devil in me too." So, yeah, man, the sex is big, man. Very big. Yeah, so, and one of the things that Deacon Boyd highlight was the encouragement. That is good because as a man, and I want to add a little bit more to it too. A man wants to know that a woman is like his peace. The whole soul is like his peace. Like, this place of peace when he comes home. Because trust me, if it's not a peaceful place, the man are gonna find somewhere else a peace there. Or, somewhere where he can feel at home. But
If not home, then where? He's gonna find it somewhere else. If when you come home and you're in misery, then you're gonna find the comfort somewhere else.
right, right. And there are instances, well, yes, um it's not like there's some persons, I guess you can't really stop them from being promiscuous
Mm-hmm.
outside of their relationship. But there are instances where the other part, even though both sides are ultimately wrong, but there are instances where the woman or the other person is to be blamed, right? But of course, in your marriage, you go want like that feeling that in relationships overall as a man, you go definitely know say you need to have peace. Some play well, like a place where you can feel at home, feel comfortable as a
Yeah.
man. And overall, a man's needs, I would say, yeah, it's simple. It's simple compared to a woman's needs. We don't really demand a lot. We don't really demand a lot. And I mean, I guess, Brother Boyd, Shepherd, he covered a lot of stuff, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm adding the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But uh but when I mean I guess nowadays in this age,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more difficult to be a man. And let me explain why I said that. I was even talking about it the other day. Back in the days, I mean, like in the earlier days, like the woman and the man, their roles were pretty clear. The woman is to take care of the house. The man go and search and do his job and come back home. You know, I think nowadays things are different. You have women working now. Women are becoming more independent. Women are aware of different things. So I think the role of a man, it has to be a little bit more redefined. You have to, as a man, more you have to be more conscious more of your role, and it's not something that's like easy like that compared to back in the days. I mean, kudos to women who really want to be independent and such. And definitely as a Women, of course, they love to see the man take charge, and it is a bad thing still. Looking to see that a lot of men, they're not stepping up. But I believe what a woman really loves, a woman really likes to see like a man having a mission. And I don't really want to deviate from the thing because it's more of what a man need and not really what a woman need. But definitely, once you have a mission as a man, a woman will follow behind you and support you. And so once you say you have a
Yeah.
mission and a goal, everything will fall into place. She will support you, she will there behind you. And the communication, trust me, is key. You know,
Important, yes.
yeah, it's very important because as what I would say, I was about to say something and like it just drift away from me. I'm going to try to catch it back. But as a man, as a man in a relationship, yeah, definitely you're going to well, and based on the female side of things, you want to be a
Mm-hmm.
female has to be a person where the man I go easily let go himself, easily open up himself, you know.
Yes.
I think I believe yes, the man's supposed to talk what upon his mind, but trust me, and every time the man I go talk how him feel. I believe a man always I go talk what him think, but not really so much how him feel. A woman will talk more about what they feel, but not so much about what they think, right? So I believe the woman should create that kind of environment, and you know in the early parts of my marriage, and trust me, it's like every other marriage, it was a bit rocky getting to understand different communication styles.
Mm-hmm.
And a man and a woman are two very different species, very, very, very
Yeah.
different. So it is something, you have to grow on each other, understand each other, build with each
There's a
other.
need to be understood.
Yes, man. And you can't if as a woman sometimes you make a big mistake if you think that right off the bat a man is going to think the same way that you are going to be thinking. You know I'm a, man make up different just like how woman make up different. So just as
Yes.
always, it's our duty as man for so we understand we spouse, know we spouse, know how to
Mm-hmm.
deal with the spouse, and know how to make we spouse feel nice. Yes, just like with the woman too, she have to put in that kind of work too, And we love when time woman do that too. We love when time, you know, she as I was saying even at the start of the meeting, simple things like, how was your day? Those
Yes.
little things,
Show concern.
Right. And I'm not really a person like, yeah, I go seriously say that every day to me and I say, oh was your day, oh was your day, and just up like that. But even it's showing it now and again, it's really nice, And the
Yes.
compliments and all, as Brother Shepherd was saying,
Yeah.
you you do that. And but the main point as for me is like, creating that little space, the intimacy. A man can just come home, and even if him feel like him want lay down his head in your lap, if him want do that, fine. Or if him want sit down side of you and him, we talk and them something there, that is nice. Even
Yes.
though, I myself may I learn more to do it, but definitely it's good when you can open up and you talk as a couple. It pays off, and
Okay.
um, yeah, so that is the main thing for me. The sex, of course, you know, um, and at work I was saying the money. Yeah, the money important too. As a man, sometimes but the thing is that it's not really the money. You want to be a provider, because you want to be someone who is providing, securing your family. Making sure that their needs are being taken care of. And you can't do that without money. So that's why it's like a factor. Um, we're trying not to make it run with life still, but sometimes it take a toll. But we just really want to provide for our family, you know. Really want to provide for our family. Um, there are instances, yeah, it might kind of take us away from things, but even if it take us away from it, females, you know, just kind of pull we in nicely, you know, make we know say we must shift, you know, we fix up with thing and point it on, you know, focus it on you. But yeah, that is it for me mainly, you know. We oh, and you know, I love how Brother Boyd mentioned, oh, you know, Deacon Boyd, or he mentioned that when you say something, yes, it is the truth, you know, but it is oh you say it, right? Uh even yeah, even you know, females, they are affected by how a man says something to them. You know, a man might mean well, you know, but he put across an opinion in a way that affects them.
Yeah.
So like us, when you're giving us your opinion, I know that women in a relationship generally they really want to help a man and build him, you know, but sometimes it is the way how you put across your opinion, how you say things. Um and yeah, that's and of course, if and I think if we communicate with you as well that you know we didn't like how you said that and whatever, it kind of helps. And
Mm-hmm.
once opinions and thoughts are shared with each other gracefully, you can
Yeah.
have even a more peaceful environment. So it all comes back to me, you know, having peace in our
Yeah.
household, right? So yeah, man. So yeah, basically that a way, you know, that is what, you know, from my perspective, what a man needs. You know, it's not you know, as I was speaking to, you know, a coworker, she was like, "Oh, it's just all about the sex and the money for you." But there are some other things, man, you know, and just like how we have, you know, our emotions and we need our emotions balanced as females,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
perhaps not so much as females, but we
But
need that
you
kind
have
of
emotional
as well.
needs.
Right. So we do, and some females, even up to this day, you know, there are a lot of females who think that we're, you know, we're class and we're tough. We can't, man, a
Because
man,
that's how some men behave.
yeah, man, a man, and trust me, a man, we go, "Roo, me big and me bad, and yeah, yeah, can, and by the time him reach home, man, go behind a closed door and him break down.
Yeah.
Trust me, you know, and it happens. So
Yes.
we might not be that softy like the females, but we do have emotions. We have a emotional side. It might not big and out there, but we do have that, you know, and that
There's,
is
there's
something.
there is something I want to add to what
Yes.
Sir Bonner said. Um, I learned recently in a class. Um, and there was a pastor for over 20 odd years. He's been a mission pastor and for a counselor or marriage officer. And he was sharing, and he was saying the biggest deal breaker he has seen is when the partner doesn't accept the opinion of the other partner. He was saying not not what you call it again? Not what you call it? Adultery, no? Not adultery. Like he was saying after the conversation or after they finished doing the conversation, what was said to him is the partner does not respect the opinion. So here is an example. Um, the wife comes in and she sees a shoes on the floor at a particular place in the house, and they say, "All right, I don't like see shoes or so," and the husband says, left it like left his shoes no man, shoes alright man. You that that sometimes hurt the person more than you messing around because that initial statement that the person made is because they are going through and they're having an issue. Now that issue needs to be fixed somehow, somewhere. So when that person, when you don't take an attention to it, it is better your response is. So what's wrong with the slippers there? Why slippers bother you so much? And then the person will get into the conversation now of
Right.
why it bother it. Because sometimes it's not even the slippers, you know.
Something
Sometimes it's what has happened at work, at school. So he was saying it is a deal breaker. And when they say a deal breaker, that means it's a final. You know, they say, boy, my husband just not listen to me, or my wife just not listen to me. So that is one of the things I want to point out, and I want all the couples here to get and to understand. And I am learning it, so I'm sharing it. You know,
okay.
it is a deal breaker when the opinion of the other person is slighted, mean that somebody the other partner shows it off as nothing. Because as we said earlier when we just started the meeting, um, we are different people from different homes. We deal with situations different,
Yes.
and based on the experiences that we've had growing up, it builds our psyche up to 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 respond to certain things differently, right? So we have to take that into consideration. Remember, when time your partner, respect your partner's opinion, respect it, and try to work around it. That is it. Just respect it, acknowledge that it is an issue, and then you try to work around it. You
So
know.
it just goes back, Mr. Boy, it just goes back to respect on a whole, respecting
Yes,
your partner. So
yes.
as you said earlier, that respect is important. Sex is important, but respect is also more, even though the sex is big. All right. So let me go to some of the comments that we have here. I don't know if Mr. Bonner wants to continue, but if you'd like to continue, you may go ahead after I go through the comments. So Sister Nas is responding to you, Brother Bonner. She's saying that the Bible says it is better to live on a corner of the roof than to share a house with a quarrelsome wife. And I think that was in reference to your point when you said you're going home, you want to be at peace in your house. All right. She's also saying that peace in the house is a must. Tashana or Tanisha rather is saying, Tanisha Peters is saying, whoa, that's true. They are less complicated, simple. Man must have ambition. Man must act like man and take up their role and responsibility. Happy wife, happy life. We often hear that. I would marry a man, this is Sister Nas now, I would marry a man without money, but he must have ambition. And Michaela, Mrs. Davis, Deaconess Turner, they're agreeing 100%. Thumbs up. Also, Anika is agreeing. He said the simple things matters. That's what Sister Nastasia is saying. The simple things matters. And finally, oh, Deaconess is saying, I am looking forward to next week, Woman Talk. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it, Deaconess. Make sure you're on here and talk. And Sister Nas is saying, real talk. Do you wish to continue, Brother Banner?
No, well,
Can
I think
you, oh,
essentially,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
sorry. Oh, yes. So, yeah, I was saying, yeah, essentially that is yeah, that would be it for me as it relates to, on my take on what a man needs,
Okay.
Yeah, so and I must say thank you for the opportunity, of course, to share,
Yes,
definitely.
man.
Yeah, we need to have some
Okay.
more of this, maybe a part two series, Maybe we invite
Okay.
some man and we talk again, but definitely really like this forum, like the opportunity to be here and talk and share, you know. Yes, yeah, man.
Okay.
uh,
All right. To
um,
look forward to future discussions. Yes, Mr.
okay.
Boyd, you want to
I,
add? Go ahead.
I, I was going to add that the brother Barner was saying something earlier about creating a peace within the home. Um, it is good as that's why I was saying each partner have to give 100%. Um,
Yes.
the one has to create peace. It just um sometimes the way how maybe one tries to do it,
Mm-hmm.
it might not be the right way. So some things are going to be trial and error.
Cheryl.
Some things are going to be trial and error. Um, I know I tried certain things to create peace, but it was causing more harm than peace. Um, so it is trial and error, and you learn. I think the number one thing is telling yourself, not even your partner, telling yourself with assessing, assessing everything, telling yourself, I made a vow, and in the end, God, you have to have to release me from the vow if there is. I cannot. I made the vow and I said until death. You know,
Yes.
um,
For better for
you for better for worse. My wife, for better and for worse.
Can't joke out the
We
vow.
we can't forget it. We can't forget it. The Bible teaches that if we move, Bible says if it would have been better not to saddle the horse, and it would have been better not to put the what they call it, what they put over the yoke over the oxen. It is
Mm.
like you get up, you go till the soil, and you put on the yoke, and then you go sit down. So the Bible has
We,
said,
we
better
want
you
to
know.
leave that until we get to marriage talk, that session where
I,
Sister Nat speak to the male and the female session. So we don't want
um,
to get into that. We don't want to
yes,
get
but
much into that this evening.
yes,
But those are some important points. The being
uh,
true and living up to and sticking out with your vows that you have made. Sister Chevarea is saying she's enjoying hearing the different views. Brother Shepherd, are you still there? Do we have any more men in the house who wish to make their point, who wants to share and say something? The platform is still here, open and ready for you. All you need to do is just to click on this link that is pinned to my screen and you will be able to say your piece. Any men? Any more men in the house? All right. Brother Shepherd, you're still here with us? Are you going to sleep? All right. So, what I am gathering before I ask any female who want to join me here on the platform, and just to give a feedback from what our men have said, what they really think about it, you may do so. I have no problem with you joining at this time and saying your piece as a female. So Trudy, Anika, Deaconess, Mrs. Davis. But where is Deacon? I was looking out for Deacon Davis, I don't see him. But maybe another time. Sister Nas, Sister Chevarea, anybody who want to speak to what our men just said about their needs. All right, so before I came online, I did a little research, and most of what I have here in my notes are what was really mentioned by our men: the respect, the sex, compassion, the encouragement, the need for good communication, the need to feel as if they are the head and to act in that capacity of being the head of the household, their need for love. So, first, I want to look at it from a biblical perspective. And when I looked online from Brookland Baptist Church, they said, and number one, they said, his need is need for admiration and respect. And we hear that coming out this evening, that our men need to be respected. So wives here, whether common law or whether you go before the pastor, yes, our spouse, they have a need to be respected, to be admired. And we can find that in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22, verse 23, and also verse 33. His need for sexual fulfillment, and we heard Mr. Boyd, Mr. Bonner, they speak to that also. Mr. Boyd said what the sex is, what it is big, it is large. They want their sex, they need their sex. Mr. Bonner said it's a way of what he's stressing, to relieve him of his stress. And we can find that about the sexual fulfillment in Proverbs chapter 5, verse 15 to 19. His need for home support. You as the partner, you as the female, you need to support your husband in the home. Let him feel as if he's the man. Allow him to be the man. Sometimes I know some females, some of us on here, like myself, we have a very strong personality. We are the dominant, we are domineering and all of that. But sometimes we have to just sit back, we have to just relax and let the men, let them lead. And we can find that in Proverbs 9, chapter 9, verse 13, also chapter 19, verse 13, and chapter 21 and verse 9. Is need for her attractiveness. So you have to fix up yourself and look good for your husband, for your spouse, for your partner. As brother Shepherd also speak to that. He loves when his wife dress up and she look nice and she looks sexy. Not always put on some long frock and some long garment in the house. No, your partner want to see you looking lovely, attractive. All right, and we can find that where you say, "Boy, Brown," yes, we can find that in First Peter 3 and verse 15. And finally, from the biblical perspective, he said his need for a life companion. So not just a short-term relationship, but for somebody that he can build a life with, a future with. And we see that in Songs of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 1 to 2, and also verse 6. And from a normal or general perspective now, we say a man needs great sex. We come to that already. Men need affection. So they need to be cuddled as well. They need to be hugged as well. So not just the females need to be cuddled and feed, rub. Just sometimes you can just rub them head. Yes, man, and they will feel good. Need for space. Sometimes we just need to let them be alone. Leave them alone. Make them, give them some space. Also, men need to satisfy their women. Me never hear none of them talk about that since 19. Or they did. I'm not sure. But men need to satisfy their women. especially sexually. Especially sexually. I know that some men are big on that. If for nobody else, I know for my husband, in love to satisfy me, in love to please me, in love to make sure I say, yes, I am okay with it. Oh, I got it. All right, next one. Men need to be understood. So sometimes in relationship there can be what? Misunderstanding. So what we can do is spend the time as female to listen to our partner. Not listen to respond, but listen to understand from their perspective, their point of view. Men need to be respected. We cannot emphasize this enough. Our men need our respect. Sometimes we talk about the strong personality. Sometimes we will just say some things as females, and we don't really think of it. We don't really mean it in some any sort of way. But how the way we say it, probably our tone, the attitude that goes, or the what you would call it now, the body language that goes with it also can give off a different feeling. All right, our men need to be praised. Oh my God, we need to praise our men. We need to let them know that you have done well. You have tried your best. You have done your best. Even when they fail at something, we don't rub them nose in a heat. We don't make them feel any less than, but we praise them for what they have done. What they have done, they need that too. Not only when we do good things, we need to be praised and all of that. Our men need to be praised for their effort. Because let me tell you, you have some of them. We can't tell you, my husband him try. Yeah, me have to talk about him. He try his best a lot. He put out effort. So we need to see our men putting out the extra effort for us and our kids, our children, our child, or whatever. We need to praise them and show them appreciation. And the next point is that our men need emotional security. And brother Banner, he spoke to that because he was saying that sometimes men out there, then we go and like them tough and them rough, and they will beat them chest. But when they go home, when they're behind closed door, if they will what? Break down. So we need to allow our men, give our men those emotional security so they can break down, they can cry on our shoulders, they can express themselves to us and don't feel, lesser than a man. So we create that space for them to feel emotionally secure. Men needs affection. They need conversation. I also heard that coming out as our men speak. They also need honesty. As wives, as spouse, we need to be honest. We need to be honest and upfront with our partner, with our men. They need that. They need financial support too. Yes, we know that they are the breadwinner, but in any way possible that we can assist, we also assist our men with the finances. Hmm? Sure. Oh, and the final point that I have here is family commitment. Our men need to know that we are committed to them. They can rely on us, that they can also depend on us. We need to be the source of strength, that strong tower. We see them as our strong tower. So we need to be, apart from God, we need to be their strong tower, a shoulder that they can also lean on. Do I have any female who wish to join me and say anything this evening? I see that Brother Bonner and Brother Shepherd is still on. I don't know if either of them have any final thoughts. Brother Shepherd, I was calling on you earlier, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, sorry about that. Seems like I got logged off. All right,
Oh,
my final thoughts. This was a really
thank you,
great,
sisters.
this was a really great session. It's
Yes,
really good to have the men open up and talking about their view and how they would like their partner to behave. You understand? And
yes,
also where it where men is concerned, I think the world itself is having a big problem with men. You understand? We are really lacking behind. And I'm just here to encourage my few brothers who is on to just continue walking in the footstep of our Lord Jesus Christ. You understand? We should continue to be the shepherd for our family and for also for others to emulate us, even our kids, as we try to live a fatherly and a role model for them. But it was a great session, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the ladies' view next time around.
yes.
Thanks.
You will hear from us next week. Thank you for joining, Brother Shepherd. Really appreciated you being here and just sharing openly your views on the topic. Brother Bonner, any final thoughts?
Well, nothing major. Well, basically, respect and thanks again, for this platform. Um, yeah, definitely. I am, looking forward to hearing from the females next week. And yeah, man, I really like what was shared tonight.
Okay. And
Yeah,
thank
man.
you very much also for joining. Really appreciate it. So I have no brave lady, no brave lady to join me up here this evening and say anything. All right. So next week when I'm talk, it meant them all go join and them all give them feedback. Someone want to give them feedback. Even though not share down there in the chat. Well done, Brother Shepherd. Thank you for sharing your personal needs with us this evening. That is from Sister Nasa, Brother Shepherd. Yes. All right, everyone. I just want to say thank you all for joining. Your presence here greatly appreciated. And have a blessed night. And I look forward to seeing all of you back here next week, Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. for part two when we have our girls talk, when we talk about the needs of our women. All right, so have a blessed night, everybody. God bless you all in abundance. Peace and blessing. Bye bye. All right, your sister Nas, I see your message. Thank you so much, Brother Bana. I have learned so much from your sharing tonight. Maybe there's a delay, so I will wait to see if she. Good night. Bye bye. Yes, bye bye, everybody. Peace out. Have a good one. Shalom.